Hey, what's up, guys? Ian here. Going to do the last technical vault of the season. Blizzard announced today that you can still get vaults and you can still get rating and gear and upgrade stuff for Valor and all that up until launch, but you can't get the Keystone Master title. You can still get the mount, so it's a bit of a different off-season than usual. So I'll still probably keep doing at least some vaults or most vaults, maybe even all vaults, depending on my time. But I will want to be spending time doing interesting things during the pre-patch. So we'll see how this last final week goes, and then I'll still do videos at least once a week. If I don't do any Mythic Plus or anything, I'll at least do stuff in the pre-patch or get stuff ready for Dragonflight, and then just do a short little video showing what I did or how I did it, or little tips or tricks I learned here and there and stuff like that. So that's just kind of my approach to the next coming weeks. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh. I believe that's my legendary. Oh, these are both my legendary. Crap. I can move Unity. I would move Unity. Well, I don't want to move Unity because it's the last week of the patch. Well, shit. Do I need any sockets? I can use sockets, I guess. Alright, well, those would both have been really good pieces of gear. They're both pretty good stats. But, those happen to be the two pieces I have legendaries. That kind of sucks. But, like I said, it's kind of the last real season, real week of the season. So I'm going to take the next couple of weeks probably fairly casually, or at least not as seriously, and do more stuff playing the new talents, fooling around with Evoker when that comes out, messing with my UI. That comes out on Tuesday. The whole UI change comes out on Tuesday. All the new talents. You can still do PvP for the saddles. Again, any seasonal thing is ending, so like titles, gladiator, the elite appearances, stuff like that won't be available, but you can still do this stuff. Like, you can still do the seasonal percentages for your saddles. So I might do that and maybe try to just round this up to 100% and just end on 100%. So maybe a little more PvP in the upcoming weeks. Last week was pretty fun for Mythic Plus. It was pretty easy. This week is pretty shitty. So we'll see how much I play again. Ooh, the damage one. Ooh, I think that's my legendary. Yep. Pace mastery. Well, I think I might be getting sockets on this guy too. I could use one. I could use a bunch of sockets on this guy. I was gonna try this is a little insider tip. I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not, but from what I've been reading about the time walking and the new talents, if you haven't done Mage Tower, highly, highly, highly recommend you do it this week with the current talents. It is possible that the new talent trees make certain ones easier, but it's more likely the talent trees make certain ones harder. So the consensus I've read is if you want to do the book Mage Tower, or if you're trying to do the Transmog Mage Towers, do that this week. Just to be safe, because they are honestly fairly easy at this point. The gear shouldn't be too expensive if you wanted to, super twink up and get the old sockets and the old gems and the old enchants. It shouldn't be too bad. And then, like I said, once the changes go through, it's kind of like a wild card whether or not it's going to be easy or disaster or whatever. So, oh, that's ironic. Okay. I guess we're getting sockets on everybody. Goddamn. I wasted all this time doing these extra dungeons. But yeah, if you've considered doing the Mage Tower and you've put it off, or if you're even a little bit interested, I would at least give it some attempts this week. Again, it is possible that it's the same or maybe even possibly easier after the talent changes and everything, but it's more likely it's going to be more difficult, and maybe even broken for some classes, and you'll have to wait for a hot fix. So it all kind of depends, but the general consensus is just do it now. So I'm going to be doing that on the classes I didn't do it on this week. And then I already have Keystone Master. I got my PvP mount. I got, what else? Those are really the only two things, the two seasonal things. Everything else you can kind of continue to do. Ooh. Oh God, that's where tier is. That would be gigabis. Headpieces, oh well, God fucking. Socket. God damn. I can buy a socket. I guess I'll just get this and catalyze it. Because that at least gives me some item level and avoidance. So that's nice. And then, yes, speaking of keystones, it is Spiteful Necrotic. So that's why I said it's kind of shitty this week. I mean, it's not impossible, obviously. If you're only doing 15s, it's, whatever. But if you're trying to get the seasonal title, or you're like the top 0.1%, or if you're trying to just push for PRs, it's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be real tough. So best of luck if that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to push some 20s, or if you're just trying to push your personal bests, it's gonna be rough. But if you're just doing a weekly 15, it should be whatever. Let's see, any other updates? Not really. Ooh. I might just. I kind of want to. I'm gonna keep the priest ring because it has, the intellect. I'm sure, honestly, the intellect alone is worth more than the 304, but I will just get this anyway because it does complete the 2-piece. Again, maybe it'll be. Maybe it'll be good in, time walking content or something, or maybe it'll be better for leveling or who knows what, or maybe it'll scale weird depending on all that good stuff. So I'll have it just to have it. And I'm not close to a token anyway for a socket, so kind of no point doing that. Yeah, the official patch notes for the pre-patch are up on Wowhead and WorldOfWarcraft.com, or the launcher and all that good stuff, so feel free to read those and get a little refresher on what's coming and what's changing and when things are changing. They did do a very good job of breaking down, what can you do, what do you need to do now? What can you still do until a launch? What can you not do after launch? So I know it sounds kind of confusing because it is a little confusing, but they do a fairly good job of breaking it down, so I wouldn't worry too much. Another one. I don't think I've ever seen the haste one. What the fuck? What the frick is going on? 2. So I would get a socket if I did that. But I might do the same thing. I just have this 2 set just to have the 2 set. Oh, we're going to have my bags full here too. I need the pre-patch to come so I can stop hoarding all this gear. And look at this group I was in. Triple Windwalker Monk. Don't look at my damage, but look at the top damage. Insane. 27k overall. The tank was 26k overall. The tank. It was a Grim Rail though, so it was like, wait, was it a Grim Rail? There's Zaps. It was I guess it was a Junkyard. I thought it was a Grim Rail. Maybe I'm thinking of a different group. Yeah, 26k overall in a Junkyard by the tank. Crazy. That was an insane dungeon. Insane dungeon. In other news, I guess real life news, work has been crazy busy. So busy that my manager quit. So I can only imagine the chaos that's going to ensue in the rest of this week and next week with no manager. So that will be fun. And I did get a couple new things for my computer. I'm still getting little messages here and there that my voice is super cool and nice and soothing and ASMR and all that stuff, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Those comments, men don't get very many compliments in society, so I appreciate that. So yeah, I got some stuff for my computer. Maybe I'll, assuming I have some free time, maybe I will again finally commit to doing a little more extra content either on, yeah, I'll take this for sure. That's a no-brainer, because I get the 2-piece and I replace this stupid collapsing on-use ring that sucks ass. It seems like it'd be cool, but it's just terrible to use. But yeah, so I will hopefully be able to commit to other forms of content for those of you who are interested or care about that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that pans out. What else in real life? It's finally getting cold. I live in the Carolinas, so it's usually hotter than sin out there, but now it's like freaking cold today. Today's like the real first cold day. I think it's actually gonna hit freezing temperature tonight, so it was like 2 days ago it was like 90 and now it's like freezing, so pretty crazy. But I've lived here for quite a while, so that's kind of just the norm. The weather, the temperature is always all over the place, so nothing I haven't seen before. Ooh, huge upgrade. 26 item level for a catalyzed chest. That's big. One thing that does suck is next week when the pre-patch comes out, along with the new talents, the tier sets are turned off. So that was really shitty, because I almost wonder if I shouldn't catalyze stuff then. Although I guess you still get the stats, so if it's still a good stats, I guess there's no reason not to catalyze it, but or if you want the appearance, but it's pretty annoying because a lot of these 4 sets and 2 sets are pretty overpowered, so unless the talents bring a lot of power with them, you know, dungeons are going to feel really weird next week because you're kind of used to just crushing and zooming, and your tier sets bringing all this extra utility and power, so it's going to be very strange if suddenly your damage is cut in half or something ridiculous. I don't think that will be the case. It probably won't be that drastic, but this is just a direct upgrade, by the way. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but just crit haste, higher item level, so whatever. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place today. But we'll see about the power level with the new talents. I mean, I guess it's even possible the new talents make you more powerful. You know, maybe what was hard now will be super easy with just all this extra talent points and random, you know, XYZ is increased by 20% for each talent point. You get 3 talent points or whatever, so. And I guess maybe in theory some of it will just be easier anyway because like a lot of healers are getting interrupts and stuff like that. So just on the utility level, there'll be much more utility in the game with the new talents, but in terms of damage level, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll stay in hit spec. I did mostly PvP, yeah, all PvP this week, because I got my saddle. I don't know if these weird ass trinkets are good or not. And I already have this ring. But I want the sockets. Kind of. Yeah, I kind of want a socket. Yeah, because I have the 2 trinkets I want. You get to pick what you want in PvP. So yeah, I mean, those would be interesting to play around with, but I kind of don't want to change my trinkets. I'm kind of used to using what I'm using. But yes, we did, you know, yeah, big boy over here, 1500, playing with my friends. This was no pugging, just my friends, so, you know, not trying to throw any shade, but, you know, maybe if I played with a pug, I would have been able to get higher. I've gotten much higher in the past by myself. So, and also I'm a healer, so don't have as much impact I usually would have played DPS, so I don't, you know, it is what it is. We had fun. Playing with real life friends, it was fun, so I'm okay with 1500, and we got our mount. I'll show you at the end, as I usually do. Just 2 more characters here. Anything else new? They're adding Twitch drops to come with the Evoker release, Dragonflight release, and Season 1 release. That's a little bit in the future, but if you have Twitch Prime, we'll get some WoW goodies in the coming weeks. So that's interesting. They haven't said what they are, but we will get something. So I'm excited for that. Ooh, I already have a belt. I know I already have a belt. Yep. God damn it. Fucking cocksucker, dude. No, it's okay. I'll get a socket. This is a week of sockets. Holy shit. It was such a fun week last week. Look at me. 17K overall. Hell yeah, baby. I was number 1. Number 1. 17k overall. That's pretty good. But yeah, what the fuck? I did so many dungeons. I'm getting all sockets. Although maybe that's just a sign that, you know, I should be thankful that I'm so geared that my only upgrades are sockets. I should count my blessings. Last guy, let's see. Do I finally get that last piece of max level tier I've wanted? Let's see. Ooh, I'm still transmorphified as I have a little weak aura as Jandis Barov from Vanilla Sholomance. Yeah, I think I remember her. Yeah. Cool. I like being human. I like human animations. Oh, God. I mean, it is an upgrade, I guess. It does have a socket already on it. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'll take it. Not my best ring, but I'll take it for now. So, yeah, that is this week. Couple items here and there, a couple catalyzed pieces here and there, but honestly, mostly coins and sockets. So I do apologize for that. But, vicious. This is what we earned this week with my friends. The wolf. Oh, God. Look at that run. Oh, let me turn off this appearance. Give me that ghosty vibe. But yeah, it's a pretty good looking stationery. When it runs, it looks kind of stupid, but has a cool little animation. He kind of goes to the side and bounces around. I'll do it again over here. He does not fly. I checked. I guess these are war stalkers. Okay, maybe they're not war stalkers. What is it? The proform synthesis is like a proto. Maybe this will happen. Lupines. These ones fly. Like the base model flies. But not the vicious one. I mean, I get it, because no vicious mount before has ever flown, and PvP mounts are, other than the gladiator mounts, you know, those little, the honor mounts, the vicious mounts are always only just ground mounts. But it's a little weird they would pick a model of a mount that does fly and turn off the flying. So it's a little strange. You know, if it wasn't going to fly, they could have picked this one that doesn't fly, this one that doesn't fly. Although we had that, we already had spiders and frogs, I guess. I guess a wasp would have to fly. A bird would have to fly. It could have been this. Could have been a vicious Vombara, little pig thing. Or what would have been sick? What would have been sick? If it was a vicious snail, dude. That would have been incredible. That would have been unbelievable. Although it could have been, you know, one of these two, like a vicious proto-stag, aka the Tallbuck 2.0. That would have been cool. Although honestly, with this armor, this almost looks already kind of like it was. Pretty damn similar. Those are the only protoform ones, right? I believe so. But yeah, imagine this with Also, it doesn't really have the same vicious stuff everything else does. It's just kind of red. Usually it has like a flag or a horde symbol or some skulls or some bones. But it really just has armor with these tiny red highlights, and the alliance one has tiny blue highlights. God, a snail would have been so much cooler. Yeah, imagine a vicious fucking snail, dude. That would have been sick. What is my friend? Why is he whispering me not on BNet? Alright, well, I guess I will respond to this guy, even though I kind of hate small talk, just between you and I, but I've played with him before, so I don't want to be a weirdo. But thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Again, I will have more videos to come regardless, if I do a ton of Mythic Plus or not. Even if I don't do any Mythic Plus, I'll still have some vaults, and I'll still do some updates of what I'm doing during the off-season pre-patch time. So, best of luck to you guys. I hope you guys have some good last-minute vaults, some last-minute pushes if you're doing that. And I hope you enjoy your last week of this era of World of Warcraft before we get giant talent trees back and new UIs and what else? A whole new class. So, best of luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the pre-patch. Thanks.